Rise Networks has part of its commitment to promoting education, jobs and skill in Nigeria, hosted its 2019 Work Plan Forum that focused on the theme, The Future of Work and the Fourth Industrial Revolution, powered by local content. Giving her opening remarks at the event, the convener of the forum, Toyosi Akerele Ogunsiji, said the platform was part of the agenda of Rise Networks to deepen Nigeria's adoption of technological developments in the Fourth Industrial Revolution, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, amongst others.
There are four things that make a nation powerful. The first one is the economy of that country. The second one is security. The third one is population. The fourth is education. Nigeria produces everything we don't consume, and we consume everything we don't produce. We forget that the countries that powered the first industrial revolution, steam, the second industrial revolution, electronics and manufacturing, the powered industrialization, the third industrial revolution, which is the WWW and the computational technologies, are the ones we're competing with. Countries that are already reading the news with robots. We don't support talent in this country, and that's the reason why Rise Networks will do the job of midwifing Nigeria into the fourth industrial revolution. By 2020, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, quantum computing must form part of Nigeria's academic curriculum for our tertiary institutions. So I want a country where an accounting student cross-registers to take data analytics and comes out as an accountant who can do analytics from day one and is job ready for the market, so that you can compete against the China guys, the guys in India, the guys in America and Canada. I want a country where medical doctors, medicine students will cross-register and take artificial intelligence as an elective, so that before you graduate, you are thinking about how to use predictive analytics to check the presence of breast cancer or cervical cancer in women. And Nigerians can do it.
In his goodwill message via video presentation, the president of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, described the youth as Africa's best assets and stressed that they don't need empowerment programs, but investments in their business ideas.
The future wealth of nations will be driven by skills and entrepreneurship of the young people. Smart nations will invest in its youth. Let me be very clear. I do not believe in many of the so-called youth empowerment programs. Unfortunately, those talking about youth empowerment are the ones empowering themselves. Young people do not need handouts. The high unemployment among the youth is an urgent challenge that we must tackle. The youth, as I said, do not need handouts. They need investments. Investments in their businesses. Investments in their ideas. Investments in their future. Investments to unlock their potential and unleash their creativity and entrepreneurship. That's why at the African Development Bank, we are leading and supporting the establishment of youth entrepreneurship investment banks, fully dedicated to supporting the businesses and ventures of young people all across Africa. They will be banks of the youth, run by the youth, for the youth. Banks that will invest in hope, not ones that don't see hope of the youth nor their potential. It's more likely in the very near future that your workmate in the office will be a robot, not Tom, Yunusa, or Mary. There's so much happening. The African Development Bank is already working to help set up, in partnership with Microsoft, computer coding centers around Africa, including in Nigeria. Believe me, coding will become the currency of the future. I want to see the future investors and inventors of the second generation of apps that will replace WhatsApp or LinkedIn or Facebook coming from Africa. From the savannas of Africa will roar the businesses of young Africans, not just in Silicon Valley in the United States. I know you all there today have immense potential. Dare to be different. Dare to be creative. Dare to be bold. The future depends on those willing to take it on with determination and great resolve. So get started with a work plan and turn the plans into successful business ventures. I have great confidence in you, and I cannot wait to see you succeed. You can be sure that the African Development Bank, of which I am president, will be there to support you. I'd like you to reach for the stars, or better still, be the stars yourselves.
The country manager, Google office in West Africa, Juliet Ehimwan, delivering the opening keynote, harped on the need for a public-private sector collaboration that will lead to significant investment in digital skills in Nigeria.
And so when we talk about the future of work, it's actually not just the future of work, but the future of work transformation. Transformation of our business models, transformation of our processes, transformation in also how we approach talent, how we find, how we nurture, and how we retain talent. I'm going to pick up speed a little bit. And in terms of the new ways of working, today we have a more agile workforce. People are more mobile. Because of technology and connectivity, you can basically do a lot of your work, depending on what industry you're in and what your job entails. A lot of people can do their work remotely, right, and be more effective. You can be efficient in traffic, right? There's a lot more remote working and hybrid workforce. So it's important within organizations that we foster a culture of innovation. There's a role for everyone. There's a role for the young professional. There's a role for you around leveraging tools that exist to take yourself to the next level. There's a role for leaders. There's a role for government officials around making these tools available and also providing incentives for people to be able to actually create these solutions to local problems. I think this is an exciting time for us. It's an exciting time in the technology space, but also it's an exciting time to be to be present, because we now have tools at our fingertips. Yes, we have challenges, but we have tools at our fingertips to be able to address them. And I hope as we put together a work plan from today that this is an integral part of the thinking. We're thinking about how to use technology. We're thinking big about how to solve problems at scale, because that's what the country needs and that's what the region needs. Thank you very much.
Juliet Ehimwan speaks further on the RISE Network 2019 Work Plan Forum.
I think it's great, and I think it's very important that Nigeria plays a lead role in the fourth industrial revolution. And one of the key determinants of this is the level at which we can develop digital skills and support people to be able to leverage the digital tools and systems that are possible. We're starting to see a lot of solutions with emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning across multiple sectors, from agriculture to healthcare to finance and many more. And I think the more we invest in digital skills and the more we support technology entrepreneurs, support developers, the more we'll be able to actually participate in this digital economy and lead the revolution. Some of the things that we're doing as Google is investing in training. We're training 10 million people with digital skills. We're also providing in-depth training for 200,000 developers. And we have a Launchpad Accelerator program providing support and mentoring to early-stage technology startups.
And finally, what are those key skills that Nigeria needs in terms of being competitive in the fourth industrial revolution? What are those key skills, like top 5?
The beauty about digital technologies is that they can be applied across multiple industries, and just even these tools really support with critical thinking, with problem solving, and just really looking at creating local solutions to local problems.
After missing out on the first, second and third revolutions, Nigeria has a great opportunity to tap into the fourth industrial revolution by leveraging digital technology and investing in digital skills. This will position it as a competitive economy and address the rising tide of unemployment in the country.